That game was very disappointing, and from the start, it was really, really disappointing, really bad, and I'm perplexed by it. Our lack of toughness, our lack of rebounding. You know, in the media day, the beginning of the year, what are your weaknesses? I was asking. I said, well, I'm scared of our point guard play, and I'm scared of our rebounding. And tonight was, you know, an example of what I was talking about. Our rebounding was just ridiculous, and our point guard play was horrendous. And you know, it's perplexing to me. You're going to shoot the ball like this. You know, the way we shot the ball, we still win the game. We make a couple free throws and we just value the ball and handle it. Even without the missed free throws. Even with the missed free throws, we got it. We're down 2 with 3 minutes to go, and we're going to run a play to Jalen, and we just hand it right to them for a layup, which is about the 6th time this year that in situations, tough situations, we just hand the ball to the other team for a layup. It was sad to see, really sad to see. So it is what it is.
Questions for Jalen and Martez?
Jalen, what about that with the rebounding? You were the best rebounder in the Horizon League last year. In your assessment, what was the problem with rebounding tonight?
I mean, Coach said it. There was a lack of toughness. They just had their way. You know, we didn't box out. We didn't hit guys. I mean, they beat us up on the board. So going into the season, it was one of our, you know, things that we had to, you know, work on and emphasize in practice because we knew that could be a weakness. But I mean, it should never be this big of a weakness.
Martez, what's going on in your mind right now? Back-to-back losses, some tough things going on right now at this point in time in the season.
We just got to get tougher, and that just started, like I said, with the seniors, and just going out there and like Coach said, just giving it our all. We just getting pumped, and that's just nothing more, nothing less to say. Getting pumped.
Martez, is there like a moment, like a tipping point, where you guys just say enough's enough?
Coach tried to, you know, do that in the huddles. You know, we call timeout and say we got to put a body on somebody, and you know, we go out there and then try to do it, and it's nothing to explain. It's just punking us, like just getting punked on the boards.
Any other questions, student athletes? All right, thanks, guys. Open up for questions for Coach.
Coach, what do you do to get tougher?
Not going to. We're the oldest team in the country. That's all a choice on theirs. They're gonna box out or they're not. I had my say at halftime. The first 3 or 4 possessions of the second half, we gave up clear runs to the rim. Clear runs to the rim. And I had my say. We do a lot of rebounding in practice. We do a lot of talk. We talk about it. We drill it. We drill it. We drill it, which is, you know, what I'm supposed to do as a coach if you can't rebound. Probably need to do a lot of rebounding drills, and we do. Now, it doesn't help that half the team doesn't practice. We lost 2 point guards tonight to injury. So I'm sure, you know, the next week we probably will continue to not to be able to practice. But at the same token, these are guys that won a championship. So we had to rebound last year to win the championship, and the only guy we lost was a guard. So, you know, they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to be smart enough. You know, we talk about lack of smartness out there. I mean, there were Bolin or 21, whatever his name is, comes in to the game shooting 62% from the 3 in league play. And we completely leave him 3 times. Completely times. You know, I yanked the guy out. We need the guy though. Put him back in. Happens again. Yank him out. Talk to him. Put him back in. Happens again. It's just, we talk about scouting report points. ESPN asked me before the game, what's the key tonight? And I said, we can't give up scouting report points. And we gave up 18 scouting report points the last time we played this team. We can't. What's the scouting report point? Well, Jordan Blunt goes right hand every time he's driving right. Tonight he killed us at their place. Tonight we took that away, and he went for 4 or 5 points. Number 15 is the best three-point shooter percentage-wise in the league. If you blanket him and make him put it on the floor, he's still a decent player, but he's not going to hurt you. He got 6 threes. A guy who's you're trying to take the 3 away from in your scouting report should not get 6 threes. They should be contested 2 or 3. I mean, he's not Kendrick Nunn where he's going to get all these drives at the basket too. You know, Kendrick can take the 3, but he can. This kid's not that way, and he gets 6 threes against us. It's scouting report points, and we just, you know, we get a steal and we just throw it up the floor and turn it over. I mean, how many times does that happen? And at some point, it's going to kick in and say, I can't do this, you know? And until that happens, we're going to have more games like this. Now, obviously, shooting 22% or whatever we shot, 13% from the 3, you know, that's not going to happen often, but we still should have won this game. And that's the sign of a good team. When you do that, you win the game. We didn't, so obviously we're not a good team. I mean, it's pretty, we're 14-10 and we're 6-5 in the league, and that's not a good team.
Go ahead, John.
What challenges did UIC present, especially in that first half defensively, to limit Kendrick and take you guys out of your offense on several occasions?
I don't remember them taking us out of our offense. I'll see that when I watch the film. We put a couple new sets in this week, and I think that might be what happened is we tried to run him a couple times, and Beck was in the game, and he didn't, you know, he's new, and I think he might have screwed up a couple times. We had him on the perimeter, and I think he kind of froze when he got the ball because he'd never been in that situation before. So I'll take the blame for that, those 4 or 5 possessions, but then we got back to, you know, I mean, I thought we got a lot of good looks that we just didn't make. I mean, game starts out and we have a layup, and the kid that has the layup just completely stops while he's dribbling up and tries to do something goofy and dribbles it off his leg or something like that. You know, I mean, they turned the ball over 7 of their first 14 possessions, and we were behind. And I think it was 5-4. I mean, and we only scored 51 points at Wright State, and then we turn around and, you know, can't make shots, and we don't get any offensive rebounds. You know, I got all these great athletes, but finally in the second half, you know, after begging and, you know, we went and we got a few. But, you know, the first half we didn't have any. We missed all those shots, and I think we had 3 offensive rebounds. And one of them was a ball hit and went out of bounds. So we've got all these athletes, and we just stand and watch. You know, we're a cool team. We look pretty cool, and boy, when Kendrick and Martez are making shots, we're pretty good. But cool teams don't win, and we're proving that.
Is there any indication on Nick and Braylon, what the story is?
Braylon hurt his knee, and they've got him in there now looking at him. He was on crutches the last I saw him. Nick, I think, was, you know, he's got that knee problem, and I think he cramped, I'm hoping he just cramped. So everybody wants to see Stan Scott, so they're going to get a chance to see him now. And he usually has that deer in the headlights look when he goes in, so we'll try and get through that, and hopefully he'll play with some confidence as he's going to have to play.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.